Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to our webinar today. We're delighted that you could all join us to talk about leveraging videos for your online marketing efforts. Thank you so much. We know it's nearly Christmas. There's a lot of things. The holiday season has a lot of things to do, so we're glad you could spend some time with us today. So while the last of you are logging on, we're going to do a quick introduction. This, by the way, is a 30-minute webinar, so it is a short, sharp, content-rich webinar. Get you back in time for a cup of coffee before lunch. How about that? So just while the last of you are logging on, quick introduction of who's who. First, as a company, IBT Online, that stands for International Business Technology Online. We are a US company. We have offices elsewhere too, and also in Canada. And we are 100% focused on the online world. That means websites and online marketing for mid-cap companies. And we're known for our international focus, but we are a full range online marketing and digital agency. So we are very proud that we have developed something called the Online Global Programs. These are programs that exist already in several US states as well as some provinces in Canada. And they're designed specifically for helping mid-cap companies go and grow internationally with online business development tools. And let us know if you want more information on that. I am really pleased to be joined by two of my colleagues who are just, on top and experts on the video marketing side. Chris Chavez is Business Development Manager. He's based in our Fort Lauderdale office, and Chris has a lot of experience. You might have seen him earlier today on a live stream. How about that? He is a lot of experience and a lot of expertise in this field, and helping clients, especially build their strategies and their proposals for the online world. And Ava is our video marketing manager at IBT Online, and obviously has the expertise, the knowledge, the know-how, and the experience to walk us through video marketing today. And myself, my name is Susanna Hardy, and I'm Chief Content Officer at IBT Online. So getting right into it, as I said, it's a 30-minute webinar, so we are making it as short as possible. The agenda, we thought we'd put it into sort of like 5 big bite-sized chunks for you. I'm going to start off talking about sort of why bother with video? Why video, not something else? What does it do for you? Then Chris is going to talk us through some of the platforms for this. And right from the start, big caveat here, there are 2 big elephants in the room that we will not be talking about. We are not going to be talking about TikTok. And related to TikTok, we're not going to be talking about the China online environment. The reason is, obviously TikTok being Chinese, but the reason is that the China environment is so different from everything else and has so many different drivers and necessities that we thought it's gonna way explode our time budget. So we thought we'd just be focusing on the non-Chinese online world for videos in particular. So with that caveat, then Ava's going to talk us through creating those must-have videos. What are the must-have videos? Which ones are they? And what are the things you have to do to get them right? And then I'm going to circle back in talking about strategy, key performance indicators, those KPIs. So saying if I succeed, what does it look like? How do I know? And then some Q&A time at the end. And we do encourage your Q&A. Drop them into the chat box. We're very happy to answer them. And if we don't have time, we'll circle back to you via email and send you anything that we think it might be useful for you when looking at video marketing. So with that, let's get started. Video marketing. Why video marketing? I think it's amazing to me. In 2005, YouTube started, and in 2006 or was it 7, Google bought YouTube, and that really was the start of it all in many ways. For me, there's no strategy like video marketing for educating, engaging, generating leads, and converting your prospects. It's really, these I put these five points down on this slide, but it's really an amazing tool Marketing today is all about providing the most personalized customer experience that you can get. It's very, it's very much a one-to-one experience that people are looking for, and that personalization, you can do that with videos, because people watch them when and how they want to watch them. So brand awareness, it portrays the brand the way you want it, in the colors you want, in the fashion, in the persona that you want it to be portrayed. And it grows brand awareness as well, because videos are incredibly easy to share. So your sales team, your marketing team, all your engaged clients, they can use and share those videos when they want to. Number two, great engagement. 30-second video, a lot more power and punch than a 20-page white paper that's taken you a year to write. So, these are all good reasons for that. Number three, videos are really easy to understand, and they therefore boost your conversion. Salesmen can send them on to clients and prospects. They're quick, easy, fast to understand, again. And obviously a great return on investment. So the ROI of a video is really worth thinking about when you're looking at your marketing budgets. And finally, it's worth pointing out, you can reuse them. They are very good to be optimized for international markets. So you can use them in different markets. You don't always have to have, even if you just have you just change the captions on them. You don't even have to, just change the words a bit, and the pictures speak for themselves. So when you are looking at videos, those are some of the things to keep in mind. Let's drill down into some of those things that I've been talking about now. So videos and sharing. Sharing is caring, as we like to say. Videos are great things to share. This means that you extend your marketing reach in an organic or an inbound way. So it's not like, sort of knocking on the door. No, it's more like, information gathering. It's when one of your clients wants to explain something to another client. They say, here's this video I got from my supplier. Or when a salesman wants to explain something to a prospect, here's the video. Share it around your office. It has these great engagement rates. A lot of studies that come out regularly that show the engagement rate of a video is so much higher than just pure image. And image, as we know, is higher even than the written word. So again, these great engagement rates. More sharing, higher engagement means a wider audience, and also means more conversions. I guess I wanted to put this next slide in really to say videos are part of the future of sales as well. Remember, today's marketing and sales approaches are all about omni-channel. They're very customer-centric. They're very inbound. So no more cold calling stuff, that doesn't work anymore. And no more buying someone else's database and spamming them. That's a turn off. So you need to address and connect with your prospects when they want, how they want, and with what they want. And so really putting the client at the center of any strategy you have. And that's why videos can be so perfect for that. Now I mentioned return on investment. There's, again, lots and lots of studies. This one comes from Animoto. There's also Weisel comes out with regular studies about this, just showing the ROI of video versus other types of marketing strategies. And really, the numbers are very, very strong on this. And I think that very pink graph you have on the right-hand side comes from 2022. And I think it's worth putting this out as well. It's worth remembering, the pandemic has been such an accelerator for this forum. The average amount of video per week in the United States per person was about 10.5 hours a week. In 2022, it's nearly 20 hours per week. And obviously, there's some people who watch a lot more than that. But so the ROI is worth it because there's a fast-growing area. And it's no longer as expensive as it used to be either. So you've got high engagement levels, and the budgets are coming down. Most people, even with a good smartphone these days, you can get 4K, strong video content, good enough, optimized enough for your websites. Talking about websites, videos are really, really good for your SEO, your search engine optimization, for many reasons. Partly because it just shows the algorithms that you care, that you really, yes, you want to do this, and you're animating and boosting your website, and you're adding things to your website. The other way that it helps your SEO is that you can add quite a lot of elements to the video. And very often we find that businesses are missing a trick here because they're not adding thumbnails, the titles, the captions, the metadata, the alt tags to the video that you should. And that would expand your SEO reach with that. Adding captions also helps for viewer engagement. And remember, captions can be changed for international markets. Again, reuse content, fantastic. What we would suggest always with videos is optimizing your speed of the page. Remember that anything over about 30 seconds is going to slow it down. So you need to make sure that it's well optimized for your websites. And I think that both Chris and Ava will be drilling back over some of these concepts as well. You know, so just in conclusion, we can say, you know, why is video marketing great? This is an example we have in the beginning here. Video marketing is fantastic as well because you can use it on these different platforms. It interacts very well with your prospects, also your existing clients. It's easy to engage with, and it leads to better conversions and has a high ROI. I mean, what else is possibly could be missing? Before I turn over to Chris to talk a little bit about the different platforms, so I'm going to ask you all if you're already, if as a company, are you already using videos? Are you actively using videos in your marketing strategies? If so, are you doing that on a domestic level, on internationally, both? You know, how well are you using? Are you optimizing them, and so on? So I can give you some feedback actually. You guys, big thumbs up on the audience, by the way. Shout out to the audience. You are very dynamic. Thank you very much. You're all clicking away. Almost 90% of you have clicked. Thank you very much. That's really, really high. I can give you some feedback. I think the majority of you are using videos, but domestically only. So there's a lot of leverage that you could use. There's a lot of very fast, easy leverage you can use by changing a little bit of a video, reusing the content, and putting those on international websites. Right, I'm going to close that poll. Thank you very much for that, and skip right over to Chris. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Susanna, and thank you for introducing, of course, the importance for businesses and entrepreneurs to consider in terms of brand awareness, providing value for potential new customers. So now what I want to really touch upon is the importance of choosing and leveraging the right platforms, and really based off the target audience in video form. So I'll go ahead and start with some of the more popular ones. Awesome. So this here, we have an overview of the top social media platforms for video marketing, or routes that you can use to find your clients and be able to put forward information in form of video to them, and of course provide that value. The good thing is, of course, that there's plenty of avenues and plenty of platforms to choose from, and they're all geared to help you be successful for your video distribution, production, post-production, etc. So as you can see here, YouTube and Facebook are really the most dominant and popular platforms for video, and so I'll really be doing a deep dive into those. But across the board, these platforms are all realizing the value of video, and have really adapted their services and updates to further the use of video in their software, platform, etc. So, you know, we're really looking forward to that. And of course, think of Reels, IGTV, Stories, etc. These are all different ways to accommodate for video. So we'll go ahead and start with the most popular, or sorry, the second most popular, which is Facebook. So the neat thing about Facebook is really the importance of the usage of it. So something that's really interesting to me is about half of the time that people spend on Facebook is actually spent watching videos. So again, this is something where you are able to get in front of these clients and you're able to really put forward that valuable information, and they really spend time watching those videos there. So whether it's through social video ad formats such as feeds, stories, and reels, or online video content, you can stream ads, reach people where they're spending their time on Facebook. Of course, this is video. You are able to use shorter videos, which are ideal for sharing fun and interesting moments. And you really can use and listen to Facebook's recommendations. Some of these include the importance of multiple views. This means it's prioritized over other videos and feeds. Videos must capture viewer attention for at least a minute. Recognizable branding, posting frequently, as well as the distribution of repurposed videos should be limited for the video page ranking. So again, just make sure that your video is eye-catching, easy to find, clear title, having a description and thumbnail, and really when it comes to Facebook, optimizing it for mobile as well, since so many Facebook users are mobile only. Perfect. So the next one that I want to talk about is YouTube, or otherwise known as the second most visited website globally. And it's also the second largest search engine globally. So I thought that was really interesting and really something that shows you the power that YouTube does have in terms of video. Again, this is a huge platform that you need to leverage, whether you're B2B or B2C. Something that a lot of people don't realize is how easy and important it is to leverage YouTube videos, both domestically and internationally as well. Again, it is available in over 91 countries or 76 languages, yet only 9% of US small businesses use YouTube. So, with over 2 billion monthly video viewers, it's definitely something to consider. It's something that you should be posting on, whether it be short form or long form videos as well. Now, when it comes to some of the benefits, as well as some of the constraints of YouTube, on the next slide, I really go more in depth into a couple of these and really why YouTube overall. So again, YouTube, it's a free platform, easy to go ahead and upload your videos. There's an expansive video library as well there, so you are able to, of course, put these all, create a channel, get subscribers, etc. Link to your website, again, going back to the SEO, being able to really build in that SEO. There is a high referral and conversion rate on YouTube, so if you two tend to have those strong videos, we do see a rise in conversion. You're able to add subtitles and translations, again, keeping language in mind. Of course, engagement is extremely important and very relevant with YouTube too. Awesome. Now, the next platform, LinkedIn, is not really known for being a video platform, but regardless, it is a critical network for B2B marketers that has over 350 million registered users. We see over 300 million video impressions per year. And when it comes to video, videos actually tend to have 3 times the engagement of text posts. So, really being able to expand your reach, get out brand awareness, and really get in front of those clients. And specifically here with LinkedIn, we're seeing B2B clients, of course. So, really being able to put you in front of them. Something that's also important to note is, you can actually upload a video onto YouTube and then post it onto LinkedIn as well, which is really a great way to continue improving SEO. Finally, types of LinkedIn videos. There's really 3 that we focus on here, and the first being embedded videos. Again, that is hosting on YouTube or Vimeo and then sharing the link on LinkedIn. LinkedIn native video, so uploading a video directly to LinkedIn to the feed, which is more likely to grab attention and garner 10 times more shares than link videos. And then finally, LinkedIn video ads. So LinkedIn video ads are sponsored company videos that appear in the feed and have a strong potential to increase brand awareness, brand consideration, and lead generation as well. Awesome. So that's LinkedIn. And finally, we can go ahead and go to Instagram. So Instagram, with over 1 billion active users, is also a huge platform. It's the second biggest social media platform worldwide. Great choice for businesses to reach and interact with potential clients. Over 90% of all Instagram users are following at least one business account. Not only that, but Instagram also has the highest engagement rate of all social media platforms, or about 95 million posts and 4.2 billion likes a day. So the 3 ways to really engage here: feed, story, and IGTV. These really, depending on your goals and what KPIs you've set for your social media metrics, would decide sort of the way that you do utilize the video. But regardless, there are various routes to be able to put that information in front of your potential client. So definitely recommend looking into Instagram videos as well. Awesome. With that being said, I will hand it back over to Ava to really go into the must-haves for creating your videos and how to best leverage them as well. Ava, over to you.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, completely agreed with everything Chris just mentioned. So now what we wanted to do is let's create some videos together. Let's get practical. We wanted to give you some really concrete examples so we could demonstrate best practices and some really must-have videos that you should have in your toolkit. These videos will benefit your sales team, your marketing team, and they'll overall boost your brand awareness. So what we thought we would do is talk about videos from the perspective of an upcoming trade event. So the next few slides, we're going to be going over videos that can be created and leveraged before, during, and after a trade event. And all of these examples are relevant for trade events, but they're also incredibly necessary to have in your social media accounts, to have on your website, and to be front-facing to your clients, to your prospects, and to your leads. So the number one, before your event, this is really the time to go and leverage social media. So videos that are designed for social media, which capture attention, which spread awareness about your brand and promote your appearance at the upcoming event. And the very first part here is to understand your buyer persona and then know which platforms they are on. So this really does depend on what type of business you are, how you operate. You should be creating content for them, for your leads and for your prospects on their preferred platforms. So reaching them where they are. And here's your chance to make your videos more interactive and be creative. Because as we have mentioned a few times, creativity is what really matters, and it can make you stand out in a competitive environment. So when you're actually attending the event, on the screen, it shows you a potential virtual booth setup. This is an example of a virtual event that we recently attended, but obviously no setup is exactly the same, and you should consider the opportunity here to showcase your brand through lots of different videos. And so for these events, you should ideally have 3 types of videos, and they don't all have to be playing at the same time, but they should be available throughout your time there so that you can demonstrate whenever needed. And these are recommended videos to always have in your back pocket. So the very first one is a vision or mission statement video, and that is 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes, for example, and it demonstrates or showcases your company's brand and your values. This is an opportunity to include one of your key company speakers that gives a big picture view of your company mission. You use your brand colors, your logo, etc. And these are the main elements that you want to get across to your audience as they are just beginning to get to know you. Your second video is a client testimonial. So this can be 2 to 3 minutes long, and it's a great opportunity for anybody else, for somebody else to vouch for your company and to really champion your brand. Finally, you have a brand video, and this is a video that is really showcasing your company, your brand, and your products in action. And I want to show you some examples. So these are just 2 types of brand videos that we created. They're highly dynamic and engaging videos that can be going on in the background as you are talking to your prospect or to your lead, and or you could have a voiceover, for example, which helps to contextualize and situate your product or your service in the industry. But they don't necessarily need to have a voiceover. They could just have music playing in the background, and they're supposed to be visually really compelling and speak to your work, your services, and your products. Don't worry if it's not super high budget, because these videos are shot without outsourcing to a production company. So this one, for example, with the fields, is one of our clients that filmed this using one of the cheapest drones available. And that's not a knock on their drone. It's just to let you know that they didn't hire a drone operator or a production company to do the work. They just went out into their fields with no previous filming experience. And similarly, these shots that you see on the work floor, it's another client of ours, a metal company that specializes in building equipment. And this is a brand where they shot all of these on their iPhone. And and a drone, and then they sent us the footage and we put it together for them. We localize it for their different markets. So they're very, very useful for your hybrid or for your virtual events. These brand videos are a fantastic, fantastic addition. Now, when you are at the live event, at the actual trade event, whether it's a physical event, a virtual event, etc., you can definitely think about going live. Live is the up and coming trend, and it should not be underrated. Live video has become a very popular way to reach a broader audience and start a conversation. LinkedIn reports, for example, that live events are 5 times the engagement rate of a normal video. So don't hesitate to go live at the event. And these live streams could be a presentation, a demo, a Q&A opportunity, etc. You could stream from your booth and invite the people to meet and ask you questions at your booth, for example, and you can tell them where you are. If you are streaming to LinkedIn, for example, you can create a live that is only for a specific audience. For example, only those who are attending the trade show, or if the trade show is in Miami, for example, you can target people only based in Miami. And this is just one idea, but it can be a very compelling way to interact with people and reach a specific audience. Live videos can serve as a valuable piece of content to be leveraged in your lead nurturing strategy post-event. So you can save your live Q&A or your live demo, for example, and embed it into your website or upload it onto your YouTube channel afterwards. So it's a piece of content that just keeps on living even after the event has happened. Now for your must-have videos after the show. After the event has finished and you've connected with your prospects, it's really the time to begin nurturing these relationships. So the prospects might already be ready to sign up and purchase, or they may still be on their buyer's journey and they need more information. And here's the opportunity to really delight the prospect. These videos can include how-to expert panels that are having a discussion about your services or products, information or education videos that tell your story, and you can afford to make your videos a little bit longer here. So 5 minutes in length, for example, and these are really your inspiration information videos where you're trying to touch upon those questions and those challenges that your prospect is concerned with, like time, resources, ROI, etc., and how you're going to solve for them. So it's one level deeper. And finally, creating videos is obviously not only for when you are attending the trade shows, although those are great examples that work for a lot of different occasions. But here we're seeing a lot of success from our clients by leveraging short videos in paid and organic marketing efforts in different target markets. So we're getting more and more demand from clients for video content, and this is really reflective of the fact that people today are wanting to consume video. I wanted to share an example here of how we boosted brand awareness for a client of ours in 3 different markets and how you can reuse videos in interesting ways. As you can see, there are 3 different ads here, one for the German market, one for the French, and the other for the US market. And we are running these ads for a client called Wind River Chimes across these 3 markets. And each of these videos is a short video. It allows you to really localize the video to be adapted and tailored to the market. So for example, for the US, we use the tagline, creating an oasis of sound, whereas for France, we ran with a theme about nature, so inspired by nature. And for the German market, the tagline, inspiration and harmony. So for each of these videos, you see that they are distinct and they are different, and it allows the brand to really speak to the market and the local buyers. We always do market research on the target that we are seeking to grow your brand in order to be sure that we're always on point with the messaging and the aesthetics that will resonate most to the local buyers. Nonetheless, as you can see, there are also similarities as we need to stay true to the ethos of the brand. So we use the same color, we use the same themes, the same font, etc., to remain cohesive and coherent to the brand aesthetic. Social media is a very interactive and dynamic space, and your videos are the perfect digital asset to really boost your brand in target markets around the world. You know, for your international target markets, this is an excellent addition to boost your brand. Really necessary today. Now that you've seen different types of videos that you can create, short dynamic social videos for your social media platforms, client testimonials, for example, brand videos for your events, and longer form educational videos afterwards, you should be able to do a quick check and see what you're missing and what you already have and what content you need to create to boost your presence at these events. But here are just some few key takeaways that kind of apply across the board. Number one is to always remember that creativity really makes a difference. Remember to capitalize on repurposing your content. Number three is always remembering to have a mobile first approach, because always people are consuming content and media on their mobiles. And then number four is using subtitles and using captions as well. This is in line with the mobile first approach. As people are using their phones to watch content, they often watch without sound, meaning you need to have captions and subtitles to convey the message. Yeah, I hope that was really helpful and just a really quick overview of what are the types of videos that you can create, but there's lots and lots to create. So this could go on for a while.
Ava, thank you very, very much indeed. We're running with time, so I'm going to take over and talk about strategy and KPIs. We are a little bit out of time, but I think you'll bear with us. We've obviously packed too much into this slide deck, into this presentation. But thank you very much. I'm going to sort of, before I talk about the strategies themselves, I also want to just do a quick announcement of sense. We have also global video marketing programs that we've developed for companies. Part of our online global programs include these video marketing programs. And I'm just going to ask just quickly if you have any interest in learning more about the online global programs, particularly the video marketing programs, do let us know. We can send you some information or whatever it is you want there. You just let us know, and we can either put you in touch with the person who needs to be, or give you more information online or by email. And again, thank you very much. You're all very quick on the buttons, and that's really appreciated. As I said, we're tight on time. Okay, thank you. That's a very, very, we appreciate that. That's great. We will, for those who said, we will reach out back to you when, if you've indicated that. Great, I'm gonna close that poll and zoom straight into marketing strategy for videos and really, creating your video strategy. And I put this down into 6 steps. You will be, some of those steps will resonate with what you've heard already before. The first point we wanted to make, step 1, above all else, yes, brands need a video strategy. That idea isn't new, yeah. But before you set up, before you record, edit anything, figure out why. What is the purpose of that particular video? Is it to brand awareness? Is it to get to help your sales guys? Is it to help your distributor? Is it to bring people to your booth at the trade show? Figure out the exact purpose of that one video. If you don't, you'll find yourself endlessly re-editing and reshooting and huge numbers of meetings and wasting lots of time. Every decision made during the video creation process points back to the video's purpose, what action you'd like your audience to make and take after completing watching it. Without a clear video, without a clear purpose, lots of time wasting. Make sure you have a clear view of what the video is for. The second point, part of that, is making sure you know your buyer persona. Now, Ava's mentioned a buyer persona already. That is who you're targeting, really. And that's a person, a real person. So where is that person? Find out where they spend their time. Are they on LinkedIn, or are they on Instagram? And I've listed a couple of questions there you could ask yourself about your international ones. Or, how do your buyer personas find you? How do they engage? So all of those topics need to be addressed before you start doing any part of that video. Step 3 and step 4 combined. We talked about this a bit before. Set a timeline and a budget for the video. That's project management is really key. Videos involve a lot of different people. So again, kind of like your initial strategy, if you're involving several different people in here, you need to have a clear timeline and a clear project management for it. Otherwise, it will dissipate into something way beyond scope each time. And I think Chris has already given a great overview of the different platforms that are available. Again, depending on your buyer persona, their buyer's journey, the platform that is right for you. As Ava mentioned a few times, content is king. You need to capture attention quickly. And by quickly, we mean between 1 and 3 seconds. And Ava has quite a neat graph where she looks at sort of old-fashioned traditional storytelling, which is like you introduce things, you slowly build up to a crescendo, and then you have a conclusion. And content and video is the opposite. You start at the top of the slope. You throw down your ace right at the beginning, and then keep up the pace. Make it fast and fast-paced and quick. Obviously, optimizing for mobile, as both Chris and Ava said, and then again optimizing it as well for SEO by highlighting key points with captions and so on. One of the key points as well, step number 6, measure, analyze, get your ROI, figure it out, what worked, what didn't work, and note that there are different KPIs for all the different types of platforms, and they vary. I get some examples here of what is a view count. What is a view count? Well, Twitter says it's 2 seconds. YouTube says it's 30 seconds. It's very, very different KPIs for the different platforms. But the point is to make sure that you are measuring your KPIs, your key performance indicators from the start, learning from it, analyzing, and perhaps tweaking and making sure that it's right for the next time. On one slide, then, those 6 steps, just as a sort of a takeaway and a reminder of those things, defining the purpose, where's your buyer persona, what's their buyer's journey, project management in terms of timeline and budget, best platform for it, your content, and your ROI and your analytics. We're down to takeaway, next steps, and Q&A, and thank you for the questions. We see them quite coming in a lot now. First of all, get your website video ready. Make sure that it is spruced up, cleaned up, all ready for it. Figure out your ideal platform, figure out your ideal video type, map out the strategy. And remember, there are online global programs that you can leverage, and even for some states, grants are available for those in many US states and Canadian provinces. Creating your video marketing strategy, those 6 crucial steps that Ava and Chris also went through in terms of platforms and content and types of video. And then I wanted to add this whole notion of the future of sales and where we're going in the sales and marketing world, and that videos are really perfect for that millennial Gen Z coming on stream, omni-channel and much more personalized. Finally, remember, it's a big online world out there. 5 billion of us are now online for an average of 7 hours a day, and that includes something like up to 2 hours a day of video. The online global programs, if you want to learn more, please let us know. I said they are available in many US states and in Canadian provinces and have grants available. We also have a lot of resources on our website, which you can download for free. If you go to our website, ibt.onl, you'll find resources there for lots of things that you could download, not just on videos, but on all kinds of online tools, online business development tools, websites, marketing, and international markets. And with that, we've overrun our time. We do see the questions in there, and we'll do 2 questions, but then I think we'll let you go, but we will respond to your questions by email for that. Ava, a quick one. Do I need special software to create good videos?
To create videos, you can do a lot yourself on Premiere Pro. That is the go-to software that is recommended for. It's the industry preferred standard, and then depending on your capabilities, but you can create a lot with Premiere Pro. It's called a deep platform, so it's endless as to how much you can know about it because there's a lot, it goes very deep in terms of like complexity, but you can do a lot. There's a lot that can be achieved in very basic creation. So, you know, really, and YouTube has a fantastic amount of tutorials. So there's a lot you can learn on YouTube to do by yourself. Absolutely, yes.
Perfect. Go to YouTube to find out. It's typical. Go to YouTube to find out videos. Chris, a very quick one for you. Can IBT Online help with captions and subtitles? And presumably this also for international markets. Chris, if you have
That's a great question. So we do have our video marketing programs. So obviously working with Ava to see, you know, the capabilities, and of course, you know, I guess I would hand it back over to Ava for that question specifically, when it comes to captions. But yeah, no, you know, with our capabilities and the great team that we have, including of course the awesome video manager, you know, we do have those capabilities. So Ava, if there's anything else that I may have missed there.
No, that was it. The quick answer is absolutely yes.
Okay.
We do a lot of that.
Okay, good. We have run a little bit over time, but you all stayed. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about video marketing. Thank you, Chris and Ava, for explaining it so well and putting out the content there, answering some questions. There's a lot more questions in, and we will get back to you by email with that. But most of all, thank you all for attending. We appreciate it. We appreciate your time. And we look forward to seeing your videos. We'll watch out for your videos online and let us know if we can be of any help and assistance with that. With that, if we don't speak before, have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.